Last weekend, if you burnt a car, if you broke into a store, if you beat somebody up, then we are going to find you and we are going to hold you accountable with federal charges as appropriate.
Federal agents say they arrested two men they believe came to Cleveland to, in their words, hijack peaceful protests last weekend and cause destruction downtown. 5 on your side investigator Scott Knoll is outside FBI headquarters with the very latest.
According to federal court records, the pair traveled here to Cleveland from Pennsylvania after seeing reports of what happened downtown. Investigators say one messaged the other, saying this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing you can witness and maybe participate in. Investigators say 23-year-old Brandon Althof-Long and 22-year-old Devin Poland were arrested in Erie, Pennsylvania this morning. The pair now locked up, facing federal charges connected to last Saturday's downtown riot.
Let me get out in front of any questions as to whether there were out-of-state agitators who hijacked last weekend's peaceful protests for their own devices. The answer is undoubtedly yes, and that is demonstrated with respect to today's arrests.
Federal agents say the pair was initially stopped in an alley near East 8th and Huron for violating the city's curfew Saturday. Inside their SUV, police say they found fire-starting gel, a gun, what appeared to be stolen alcohol, and a hammer. They say Althof-Long was wearing a commercial-style filter mask. Investigators say it's too soon to know if the pair actually took part in setting any fires or if they're part of a larger organized group.
The investigation's just sort of beginning, so we'll find out through interviews, through additional forensic review of what we have based on the searches to determine whether or not that was the case. But we're following up on that.
For days, police blamed at least some of the downtown destruction on out-of-state groups who came to Cleveland planning to cause violence. But court records show the pair met up in Erie, Pennsylvania sometime after 8 p.m. Saturday, after Cleveland's curfew was already in place. But investigators say today's arrests just the beginning of bringing those responsible for what happened downtown to justice.
You may think that you are anonymous. You may think that you escaped the city last Saturday night. But Mr. Poland and Mr. Long thought the same thing.
Investigators say right now they do believe that gun they found was legally possessed. We also checked booking records of people arrested last weekend, including those picked up on curfew violations. Neither of these two men are on that booking list, but police insist there are people here right now in town intent on causing problems. We'll have more on that coming up at 5. Downtown, I'm 5 on your side investigator Scott Knoll.